The tech test is live, and we're already learning so much about MLB The Show 23 and some new features that we did not know about. One of the things we learned about in the feature premiere yesterday was we have a brand new hitting engine coming to the game, which is good. A lot of people didn't like the hitting engine that we had last year, so I was in desperate need of an update. And one of the things that's always been talked about is PCI placement. We always thought that the middle PCI represented the bat, and they always said that it doesn't represent the bat at all, and that's why we see so many fluky hits, a lot of RNG stuff, and it just seemed like with the previous hitting engine, there was a lot of randomness. But now you'll see right here, we have a middle PCI that looks like a baseball bat. We got a new hitting engine. It only makes sense that they make the middle PCI represent a baseball bat. How you activate this though is you're gonna go over to options, gameplay, and then this is gonna be in control. All the way down here, you'll see PCI center. You'll have the option to change that as bat. So now with that, like I said, the PCI, the middle of it never used to represent the bat according to SDS and what they said. But now that we have our own middle PCI that we can put as a bat and a new hitting engine, that means they have to have it represent the bat now, right? This is gonna make a lot of people more happy. We're gonna see a lot less fluke hits. So hopefully that's the case. Now let's move over to the pitching side of things. Last year, we ended up getting this whole black circle you see right here called the par. And the par basically represented on a perfect throw the area that the ball would go into. But last year, you wouldn't see that. If you got a perfect, it seemed like the pitch had a mind of its own and you couldn't really tell any feedback. This year, you now have that option. If you get a perfect, you will see where the ball actually is placed. So if we pitch a slider right here, get close to as perfect as I possibly can. That was absolutely terrible. Let's go fastball. See, 100% accuracy, perfect. And you'll see right there where it places on the par. So it gives you a lot more feedback in MLB The Show 23 than it did last year with the swing analysis and now with the par as well. So it seems like there's going to be a lot less randomness. You're actually going to be able to decipher where the pitch is going, and all this is going to be based off your pitcher's control. So a very small addition, but a pretty cool addition nonetheless. So we got the new bat PCI, we got the new par actually showing you where the hell your ball's going. Then a couple things that Pardo found over on Twitter. One of those things is, you remember Outlier? It would be on the pitchers that throw the absolute gas. You'd see Jacob deGrom, Hunter Green, and other flamethrowers with it, and it always topped out at 102. Well, according to this clip, it now tops out at 103 miles per hour. Yeah, if that's the case, I'm screwed. Man, I couldn't even hit 102 in last year's game. How am I supposed to hit 103 miles per hour, especially if hitting's more difficult? I think this is more realistic. You see so many pitchers throw 103 now. Well, not so many, but there's still a good amount. So adding an extra mile per hour, it may not seem much, but I promise you it's going to be so much harder to hit. So now let's test this for ourselves. We got Jacob deGrom on the mound. We're going to throw an up and in fastball, see if we can get a perfect, close enough. See if we can dial it up. That's at 99, so not even close. We'll go again, see if I can get a perfect. Dude, I suck at pitching. Oh my God, 98, even slower. All right, one more, 100% accuracy. Up and in, there we go, 101. So we still didn't get it, but you see the par right there. It showed us location. It was the upper left of it. Maybe I need to go a little bit higher. It seems like you might be able to get a little bit more velocity. Another perfect, up, nope, 100 miles per hour. All right, we'll try low now, see if that does anything different. But so far, we haven't got past 101, 98 miles per hour, so even slower. All right, man, so I don't know if this myth is, if it's actually a myth, if it doesn't work like that, or what the case is. I'm assuming you can throw at least 102, but that is a clip that Pardo ended up getting where he threw 103 miles per hour, or his opponent did, or somebody. So I'm assuming there has to be some truth behind that, but I'm unsure. Right now with deGrom, I'm constantly sitting around 98 to 101, which is even slower than a 102 outlier from last year, so unsure about this one. But let me know in the comments section, have you been able to get your pitcher to 103, or what's the fastest velocity you've seen so far? And also some bad news, according to Pardo, it looks like you can still intentionally freeze, so freeze off are in year like 3 or 4 right now. They somehow still have not fixed this. Praying to God that this is fixed before the launch of the game, because I can't do this for a month or two. I don't get how they haven't fixed that shit yet, man. But here are two of the cooler things that we've noticed so far in the tech test. One of them is animated card art is going to be in the game, as you can see from this clip right here with Bryce Harper. We'll play the video. You'll notice right here that we have animated style card art, so this means that lightning cards could be so fucking sick when they come out. Like, I'm just imagining the lightning card art and how it could look with an animated style, very similar to this, but blue, and the card's just gonna look a little bit cleaner. But with animated card art, there is endless potential for what these could look like, and I'm super excited about that. I'm a card art slut. Like, I will literally get a card just because I think it looks cool. It's one of my favorite parts about Diamond Dynasty, Ultimate Team, and other card collecting games. Madden has a very vague animated card art that they come out with so often. So I'm hoping SDS takes it a step further than they did, and we actually get a bunch of animated cards, and they really go all out with those designs. But nonetheless, this is cool. All but confirms that it's going to be in the game next year. Some people have been asking for a long time. And the last thing I want to talk about is Captain Boost, found by MLB The Show 23 News. And even from this image, we don't know a ton about it yet, but gives us a little bit of deep dive, and we knew from when you pre-ordered the game that Captain Boost were going to be in the game. We just didn't know how it was going to work, but it looks like there's 3 different tiers. You got tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 boost. Think chemistry style and man ultimate team, which is what a lot of people seem like they wanted. Just creates more variations of lineup. With the tier 1 boost, you get +5 contact versus righties and lefties, at least for this 99 Brooke Robinson. And in order to get that tier 1 boost, you need 1 of 4 applies captain boost to players with greater than 90 contact fielding and less than 90 base speed on your squad. Okay, so this is actually really legit. Now we kind of know how it works. So your captain is going to give specific boosts to players on your lineup who have greater than 90 contact and under 60 speed. I'm assuming that's going to be different depending on the player, or maybe it is the same for everybody, who knows. But then this way, you can't all of a sudden get a giant boost, like a +5 speed to a 125 contact, 125 power card. It's not going to make these cards insanely overpowered, but it's definitely going to help. We got the +10 contact boost versus righties and lefties. 1 of 7 applies captain boost to players with greater than 90 contact, fielding, and less than 60 base speed on your squad. And then the tier 3 boost is going to give you +15 contact versus righties and lefties. 1 out of 10 applies captain boost to players with greater than 90 fielding and less than 60 speed on your squad. So I'm unsure if it's just going to affect every single player that you have that has greater than 90 fielding and less than 60 speed, but I'm almost positive it's going to depend on your captain, which makes sense. Brooke Robinson, the best fielder of all time, so it's obviously going to be an attribute boost based off your captain. So fielding for matter, greater than 90 fielding, and he's not the fastest, so lower than 60 speed, it'll give you this contact boost. I'm assuming it's just going to be different for every player depending who your captain is, but you'll have a pitcher captain and a hitter captain. So a little bit of news there. And I was also wondering when I first saw this image is if, because we're getting up to +15 contact, are we still going to have parallels? We are. You can see it right here next to attributes. So if you get a player to tier 5 and you get the tier 3 boost, for example on this Brooke Robinson, that's +20 contact. This is going to make so many cards fun to use and usable for the long haul instead of for like a couple weeks. I'm so excited to learn more about the captain boost. This is legit. But these are some of the new things that we learned about MLB The Show 23 in the 4 hours the tech test has been out. I'm sure more things are going to come, but so far we've learned about animated card art, the bat PCI, the par, captain boost, outlier gain a little tick, and for the love of God, please fix freeze offs before launch. But let me know if you guys noticed anything else. We still got this for another week, so I'm sure more things will come up. And subscribe to the channel for daily MLB The Show 23 news. Any new information we get about the game, I'll be sure to update you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.